Hey everyone, my name is Anthony Jones and I'm a learning designer here at Pathstream. As an online learner, you may be asking yourself the following questions. How do I keep up with my courses alongside work and everyday life? Why are projects so challenging and time-consuming? And can I really do this? Well, you're not alone in feeling this way. You've decided to take on a challenge and learn something new by signing up for a Pathstream course, and learning can be a deeply emotional activity. At Pathstream, we know this, and I want to share some specific targeted tips that have helped our students in the past. First, keep in mind that learning requires struggle. So if you're experiencing some pain around learning or even shedding a few tears, you're on the right path. Of course, if you're having technical difficulties, you should contact our help desk right away. But to manage the negative emotions intrinsic to learning something new and challenging, there are some steps you can take. First, make a plan for how you are going to learn each week. If you can, schedule short learning bursts throughout the week to complete lessons and projects. Research shows that shorter, spaced-out study sessions actually lead to more effective learning. Second, reduce distractions when you can. You have a busy life, so distractions are inevitable, but try to reduce the ones you can control. Turn music off, silence your phone, and try not to take too many breaks to check social media. Think about it this way. If you're performing 2 tasks at the same time, 40% of your productive time goes to each task, and 20% of your productivity is lost to context switching. You should also know that summarizing leads to greater retention. One reason projects may feel challenging is because you might not be stopping to take in and really synthesize what you're learning. When we describe or reiterate concepts to ourselves, we gain a much richer understanding of the things we're trying to learn. Here are some ways to ensure that important information is sinking in. Take notes that summarize the topics you're learning. Close the computer and rewrite what you've learned in your own words. Copying and pasting from the platform will not have the same effect. So it's really important that you take the time to process what you're learning in the way that makes the most sense to you. Talk to yourself. If note-taking isn't your thing, close the computer and explain a concept you just learned to yourself or someone else. You can even record yourself so that you have a running log of your audio or video notes. Teach someone else. Taking a moment to explain what you just learned to a friend or family member can help ensure that your new learning becomes more permanent. Finally, know that mistakes are good. While years of traditional education might make us feel like poor grades equate with being a bad student, you're now an adult learner, and your grades don't determine your worth. Yes, earning the certificate is the end goal, but most students don't realize that they actually learn the most from the mistakes they make. Here are some considerations to keep in mind. When you're working on a project and getting stumped, remember that learning requires struggle. And it's through these errors that you're getting stronger. Trial and error is one of the most effective processes for learning. While painful, having to troubleshoot a project or redo it strengthens your learning. Just keep in mind that all of us, even the best learners, make mistakes. If you made a mistake on a project and got a low score, take time to review your instructor's written feedback. Remember, we have a project resubmission policy you can take advantage of. And revisiting where you got stumped can reinforce your learning. To sum everything up, as you're working through your Pathstream course, I encourage you to remember these 3 facets of effective learning. Learning requires struggle, summarizing leads to greater retention, and mistakes are good. If you have other tips for online learning that you've found to be helpful or effective, we'd love to hear about them. Tag us on Facebook at Learn with Pathstream, Twitter at Pathstream1, and Instagram at Pathstream to tell us what works best for you to learn online. Until we talk to you again, happy learning.